It was then again retired to Night Railroad and then purchased by one of our co-founders here at the museum, Paul Merriman, for $5,000 in bids on cash. Brought to Chattanooga under its own power in the 60s, and has been in operation both here at the museum and on mainline excursions on and off ever since. This locomotive is a 282 Mikado, meaning it has 2 small pilot wheels in the front, the 8 large driving wheels in the middle, and a set of 2 trailing wheels under the cab and firebox. This is the first 282 ever purchased by the Southern Railway, of hundreds they would eventually purchase. And ironically enough, it is the only Southern Railway 282 that survives today. It was also the first piece of equipment acquired by the museum here as well, and to this day it's still the most famous piece of equipment in the collection. The locomotive operates at 205 psi. It has 63-inch diameter driving wheels, and it produces 53,900 pounds of tractive effort, which is the equivalent of about 2,500 horsepower. Now, as you can see, while the wheelbase of this locomotive does fit on the table, the locomotive itself is longer than the turntable, which may not be seen by just a few feet. You'll see our engineer, Ricky. She is responsible for operating this locomotive and getting us here and back safely today. So everyone go ahead and give her a wave. Now, the way this locomotive works is up in the cab, our fireman Kyle is feeding 3 to 6 tons of coal a day into the firebox where it is burning. On the front side of the firebox, there are a series of tubes that run the length of the boiler. Those are called the flues. The hot gases from the fire travel through the flues and then up and out the stack. Surrounding the flues and the firebox is water. That water is heated by the hot gases and converted to steam. Steam, of course, does expand, raising the boiler pressure up to 205 psi. When Ricky opens that throttle, that steam is channeled down into these cylinders here on the side of the engine. In these cylinders is a large piston with steam pushes on either side of. Those pistons are connected to the rod you see on the side of the engine, and those rods are connected to the driving wheels. As the piston is being moved in and out, it is rotating those rods, therefore turning the driving wheels and propelling the locomotive. After that steam has been used, it mixes with the hot gases in the smoke box here at the front of the locomotive and then shoots up and out the stack. And that exhausting steam is actually what creates the chugging sound you hear when you see a steam locomotive. If you want to save the work of the correct track today, we start to use the original method, and that would be the antique method of ice stacking. Now you can see the other side of the cab. If you have a look up in there again, you'll see our fireman Kyle. He's responsible for feeding our fire as well as maintaining the water flow in the boiler to produce the steam this engine offers the time. Without him, we wouldn't be going anywhere, so give him a wave as well. For example, he's used by Johnny Cash on quite a few occasions in his music videos, and in films such as Food Trade and most famously the National Mountain Over Sky, so it's a Now, for those of you who haven't seen that film, you may recall a scene where the kids are looking at the sky, and they thought it was a man to get the traveling out of it, and they walk across to the science fair, and then a train comes running like that. So the locomotive in that scene was the 4501. Now, it's not just this locomotive, though. All of our other units in our property have been in production very often as well. Just in the last 15 years, this property has been used in the production of Leatherhead, Force 20, Radical Elephant, the Robert Patterson, and most recently, 42, the Chadwick Bacon Air Force 4. Now, as you can see, while our train sits on track 1, we've run the locomotive up to track 2.